Hey guys, what's up? I'm not just talking about movies, comics, TV shows, none of that stuff today. Today we're going to talk about me.
Knock, knock, open up the door. It's Will.
I'm trying to be conceited there, guys, but I just figured for my 20th video, I would do something like a little bit like channel updatey, a little channel trailer, just kind of give people a little heads up of like what the channel's about, what's coming to the channel, and just a little bit about me, just so you guys can get to know me, and we can build a little bit of a community. Sound good? Great. Well, first off, my name's Will, and I'll just get this out of the way. My last name's Allen, Will Allen, not Will West. That's just like my little alias for the show, and where that came from was my handles for everything. As you probably see in some of my video descriptions, is on Twitter, Willie Westside. I like alliteration. Willie Westside sounds a lot better. So there's that. And then when I was coming up with like the logos and stuff with another great person, they suggested like, oh hey, like Willie Westside's like sounds fine, but it's too long. We can't make anything look cool with this. Would you do like Will West? I'm like going like, and then they showed me a few of the logos with that. I'm going, yes, let's go with that. So Will West Show. That's why it's called that, because Willie Westside is too long. Absolutely love everything with nerd culture. It's like great to be a nerd right now. Like if the little 7, 12, like the nerdy me who got picked on knew like about like what was coming, like all the nerdy things that Disney was about to release, get a hold of, all the nerdy things that like I could talk about and be cool about. Just YouTube in general, if I could just tell him like, hey, it'll be okay, it'll be cool to do like this stuff one day. Just chill, man. Just be patient. Patience, Luke. But anyway, there's a little bit about me, but what brought on the channel? Why did I want to do this? I always want to do something like this, or like just be maybe a little bit famous, or just like get a little bit of a following. Because when I was in high school, I used to rap. My name was Ill Will. My rhymes were so sick. I'm not doing that here. We're not doing here. No raps here. Don't demand it. It's not happening. But like I got like a lot of, even though some people were picking on me, a lot of people were like, oh dude, like you're actually kind of funny with that. Like you should like maybe like embrace it a little bit. And I was like, okay. And did a few talent shows, had a lot of fun with that, but not my thing. After that, I went to school briefly after high school. Didn't really completely know what I wanted to do, so just like worked here and there. I think I mentioned in another video, I worked at a comic book shop for a little bit of fast food here and there, just kind of going, just kind of kicking ideas around. And CW around the area was doing this contest for the CW Star. It's not like it wasn't like an American Idol thing, but you did have to audition. It would have been like a paid internship to be like a broadcast anchor, doing like blog stuff, doing video stuff like I'm doing right now. And I was just going like, I don't know, I don't know if I want to do that. And my best friend was like, Will, like, no, like, do this. Like, worst thing they can say is no, and maybe you can just drop it after that. So I tried it out, had a little bit of fun with that, met some funny people that first night auditioning, and just thought nothing of it. I was like, oh, like being this crazy thing for like a couple weeks, and then I got a phone call from them. This is blah blah blah. Like, you got an audition with us, and we kind of like you. Kind of funny. Would you want to be a semifinalist for us? I'm like, oh, yeah. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but yeah, like, yeah, let's do this. So I did that, and we recorded a like 1-minute video. You have to like get people to watch that. That would have counted as a vote towards you to make it to the finals. Unfortunately, even with the great support from all my friends and all these people that I had talked to in years and months, were like really supporting, going like, oh, like it's so cool to see you on this. Like, I hope you do get it, because like you are a great person. Like this would be a great fit for you. I didn't make it. The person who did win was great, and they ended up getting a full-time job with them, and they're awesome. So good on them. But I was just like, I never thought about it I didn't think about it for a long time. And then the next year they did it again, but in the summer I was like, oh my God, like here's another chance. Like I could try out. Worst case scenario is like, oh hey, you already did this, no, or they just tell me no again. But they recognize me. They're going, hey, like you did this last year, didn't you? I'm like, yeah, Will, right? I'm like they just knew my name. I'm going like, yeah, like that's so cool. And I ran into the winner and finalist. I was talking to her a little bit, caught up. Great people, great network, just great people. I'm not just like trying to be on them and be nice, but like they were great people, and just they picked some even better and good people to continue on the legacy. This time, I made it to the top 9. We got to see more behind the scenes stuff. Got to interview one of like the anchors up there, Sean Kreisman. Which, funny enough, if you don't know who that he is, he was on American Idol at one point. He's like the Ryan Seacrest lookalike. He's very cool, very nice. Like just give some good advice, and actually brought up that he would do videos like this when he was about like 5 or 7. Which I'm going like, dude, like that's even more passion. Like when I was 5 and 7, I was just playing Star Wars outside, but this guy over here, damn, like so cool, very nice guy. Again that time, but and just didn't think of it again for a while. But then me and my best friend, we were living together at the same time. We always talked about doing like a blog or like something like a YouTube channel, and we were gonna call it like just the Nick and Will Show, or just maybe kind of do what I'm doing right now, but like kind of like get different ideas and just like maybe kind of do it almost like the Collider Movie Talk format. Maybe not like do it like the Ticker, like ESPN, but like just kind of like talk about like the topics that like intrigued us the most, or like that we're excited about. And just nothing came of it. Like we were gonna like get all the domains and stuff, and like get all the mics and just get everything set up and ready. But we didn't do it. Meet on time. I'm still open to do it if he's willing to do it, but we'll see. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe. No guarantees there, but maybe. After that, I kind of watch YouTube a lot. Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, The Schmoes, Collider, Screen Junkies. I watch them all. I don't watch them like, I don't sit for like hours, but like I will like watch them, or if it's something that could be listened to as a podcast, I'll listen to them because they have some cool insights. They have some fun opinions. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Because they have their own little in jokes, and I don't get it. But regardless, one of them actually lives in Ohio. I don't know if I mentioned that. I live in Ohio, and they were doing a Q&A video, which I was oblivious to. I was just asking them some advice, like, hey, like, what equipment do I need, this and that, and I just go to the channel, and he had, like, a thumbnail that says, like, oh, my Q&A, like, thoughts and answers. I'm going, like, oh, my God, like, maybe he picked mine, or, oh, man, I should have had, like, better questions. And funny enough, he picked one of mine. I was like, oh my God. It was Stuckman, by the way. I was just going, like, oh, my God, like, so crazy. And him, all those guys in videos like that, or just like when they give advice, or like the main thing they say is just, you gotta do it. You just gotta go for it. Maybe your first videos are gonna be crappy, shitty. People are gonna give you thumbs down or be negative. Maybe you're not gonna get 100 subscribers within that first month. Who knows? But don't let that discourage you. You just gotta keep doing it. Like that was like, I don't think Shia LaBeouf could have said it better. You just gotta do it. Just do it. There's that right there. I was like, oh yeah, like he's right. Like, what am I doing here? I'm just like sitting on my butt, like watching him. I should be like doing this, and here we are. Here we are doing this. Some of them are good. Sometimes the editing's a little bit wonky. I'm still learning, guys. So, and I know I need better lighting here and there. I need a mic. I know I need a mic. So if you can't hear me, or I get really quiet, or I get super loud. That is why. I'm working with stuff. I'm fiddling with it. Like if there's something I want to learn to do, like to be really cool on here, I go to a tutorial, and then I fiddle with it, and then boom, there it is. Like I'm still learning. So there's that. Now that I've kind of covered a little bit about me, a little bit about why I want to do this. Here's a little update, like for the channel, what's going to happen, and what I would like to do. I still would like 100 subscribers before Captain America: Civil War. If we get it, am I going to be disappointed? It's not a big deal, but even the people who subscribe, who got us one step closer to that, I will acknowledge and will be like very grateful for that, because I'm just happy for the 35 I have right now. I'm extremely grateful for that, and I know like all my friends have been really supportive about this. They're like, oh wow, you're actually doing this now. Like that's actually really cool, because they knew I was like floating around the idea of doing this, but like they've all been supportive. And I've got a great support system around me. I'm gonna keep doing these. At least I'm gonna try to get like a video or 2 out at least a week. Maybe even more if I get like on a better schedule. But I love my sleep. I love spending time with my friends and doing other stuff. I don't want to be like boring and dragged out or super tired and talking like this. And I'm sure you don't want to watch a video about a tired, bored guy, or like a sleepy guy yawning every 5 minutes. So I want to provide the best quality I can for you. And this thing on the Rogue One trailer for Will of the Force. Clever, right? Clever pun on my name. I love Star Wars, and I think it's only right I do a Star Wars show. The main idea of it will just be to cover like Star Wars news, maybe a Star Wars topic that week. I'm catching up on Rebels Season 2 right now. Episode I'm going to try to release on Friday. And we'll call it Will of the Force Fridays, maybe like once every week or every 2 weeks, because some of the news stories I catch about Star Wars, some of them are really cool, some of them I'm like, but like maybe I'll tackle about some stuff J.J. Abrams said. Maybe if like you're tired of me talking about Star Wars comics on a comic book show, I'll start talking about Star Wars comics there just to spice things up a little bit. Just Star Wars news is slow for now, and show is going to be called Will's Weekly Pool. New comics come out on Wednesday. Sometimes we get busy, and I can only make it to the comic book shop depending on their hours and depending on my hours. So that one, even though I call it Will's Weekly Pool, that one may actually be more sporadic. I would try to do it on a weekly schedule, but we'll see what happens with that. The main thing for that is just me talking about comics, stuff that I picked up, recommending stuff to you guys. It's probably going to be like more in full in swing when DC Rebirth happens, and maybe Civil War 2 for Marvel. But I've got an episode filmed for you guys. It's going to be edited within around the same time as this one, and they'll both probably come out around the same time. So Will's Weekly Poll. Keep an eye out for that week to week. Let me know what you guys think about that, and just I'm going to try to get you guys into comics like me. And I've been debating and throwing around a bit, but maybe movie and nerd news every Monday. Similar to pretty much it in Collider. They usually would tackle stuff throughout the week. They would have like buttons everywhere if you wanted to skip around and watch just a certain topic and what their thoughts were. But there's been a lot of movie and nerd news. That stuff's more consistent than Star Wars news, and Star Wars news can actually fit into that. But I'll tackle that weekly to bi-weekly as well. Try to release them on Mondays. Maybe I'll just capture stuff from this previous Monday to that Monday and just see like what all intrigued me, or just like write notes throughout the week and just tackle stuff through there. There won't be like a ticker or anything, at least at this point. Just tackle little mini stuff week to week, because I couldn't do that every day. And not everything intrigues me. Like, oh hey, they're making a sequel to that one Snow White movie. Cool. But yeah, there's that. Don't know if that's going to be like a continuous thing, but I will film an episode. You guys will let me know. 165-day movie challenge is still on. After Batman vs. Superman, I got drained a little bit. I got sick, had a few like important things I needed to get done, and just I fell off a little bit. I'm still like very close behind. I'm very behind, but I'm catching up ever so slightly. I will release those as parts now, not as like the update months, because the March update will have some videos from April in it. The April one will have stuff from May. You kind of catch my drift here. Like they're still coming, but like they're not going to come like as fast. Those will be sporadic. You will see them when you see them if you liked those videos. But I just figured if nothing else, that'll be something different and more consistent for me to do, and just kind of like be able to like capture it and put it on here just for like future reference. But yeah, the 365-day movie challenge still stands. Movie releases I will tackle, one, if I see them, and two, just when I see them. Like I'll probably see them those opening weekends, like if something like a Captain America or X-Men, or something I've been really hyped up for, like The Nice Guys. I'm going to tackle them those weekends, no doubt, in my mind. I have screeners at this point. Maybe if we get more of a following, I can like go to stuff like that and get these out there earlier for you. But at this point, just kind of keep a lookout those weekends, like for movie reviews. I have coming up for the show. Do you not? Is there stuff that if you want to know more about me? Ask me questions over here in this video. Go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. Do all of that junk. And just remember, guys, when there's a will, there's a way. And may the force be with you.